Hi, Pierce here. Today I'm going to show you my light tracked utility vehicle. Now this vehicle is based off the Universal Carrier from the British, which was predominantly used in World War II. Now these vehicles are more logistical vehicles. They carry around supplies, troops, or they can tow around artillery. So these vehicles are not really meant for frontline combat, but if they did end up fighting, they do have some things to help them out. So yeah. So let's start at the front. The front we have two headlights for the driver and the gunner to have great visibility in any terrain to make it easier for them to drive or spot out targets in the night. And this is a vent for other systems in front of the vehicle. These two things here, this thing, these are mirrors for the driver to help him have better visibility of his terrain and help drive the vehicle much better. On the sides we have a light armor plate across the vehicle here, with this part being a place where is an area where this can be opened and you can refuel the engine, keep the vehicle fully fueled up and ready to go. There is no suspension on this vehicle, but due to no suspension because since this vehicle is so small, there's not a lot of room to fit any meaningful suspension, and it is in the big term, I wouldn't really consider it worthwhile to put in a lot put a suspension or more complex systems in a very simple vehicle. So I just gave it a simple design for the track system. The back we have lights to if this vehicle is going in a convoy or there's other vehicles following this at night. This would help other vehicles in terms of driving, like where to go, what is the convoy doing, or other stuff. And yeah, um, here's here's the exhaust pipe for the engine, where all the exhaust fumes go out. This is the identification plate of the vehicle. We also have an antenna for this vehicle to communicate with other vehicles in combat, or most often when this vehicle is in a convoy of other vehicles. And this thing here can be you can probably attach like a hook piece, or hook piece, or like a sort of a connection with a rope to tow light pieces of artillery, medium anti-tank field guns or howitzers around. Looking at the top, we have the driver's compartment on the right. He has a compass, steering wheel, and a button. To for the lights, headlights. And on to his left, we have the space for the machine gunner. So over here, you can mount any sort of gun. You can probably mount a rifle, carbine, but here I mounted a Lego MG42, the famous Spandau, the machine gun that fires like over 1,000 rounds per minute onto this vehicle. So like if there's like an infantry attack, the gunner can easily get onto a Spandau and just rain bullets on the enemy. So yeah, given a seat here. And And the back is an open space, and here is where the beauty of this vehicle lies, because you can carry so much different. This part of the vehicle is the most versatile part of the vehicle. Um, you can put like carry infantry. You can probably fit like 2 soldiers in here. You can probably, with this piece over here, you can make a mount for another machine gun, so you can like deck this out with tons and tons of firepower. You could just, if your army needs supplies, ammunition, you can load the back up with cargo and other important necessities. If you really need much more firepower, potentially you can put up a light anti-tank gun here. Now this probably the anti-tank gun is probably too small to take out like a medium or like heavy tank or main battle tank, but if you're facing lightly armored vehicles, it should have no problem tearing them up. Or you can probably put a bunch of guys with like RPGs, rocket propelled grenades, with those on, or like recoilless rifles, so you can have a decent anti-tank platform. Yeah, this here is the vent for the engine, and yeah, this is my take on a lightly tracked utility vehicle. I hope this inspires you to make something as great or even greater. And I can't wait to see you next time. Thanks for watching.